This so perennial, do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. I just had to let you know, it's the young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You a Joe like Chappelle show. This so perennial, do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. Yeah. I just had to let you know. Yeah. Give me that work and I can sell it. I put it on the line like I ain't selfish, nah. The story flip if I let you tell it. Put my heart and soul in so you feel it. I ain't never faking, I'm the realest since.
We've had spotty showers since about 7 a.m. here in D.C., and the radar indicates it's going to continue, but nothing to stop football from happening at FedEx Field. A few minutes ago, it sounded like the 4th of July on the National Mall as the hometown Redskins were introduced to this sold-out crowd. They are set to go as their guys will match up with Matthew Stafford and the Detroit Lions. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line.
47's the mic. 47's the mic.
Tighten up, tighten up.
Omaha, ready, move.
Now a first down throw. Stafford under a heavy rush, and down he goes. A bad start there. A big loss on their first play from scrimmage. It's second down. Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15.
22.
Back to throw. Stafford. He'll get this to his speedster, Paul Richardson. And they'll bring him down here right around the 17-yard line. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down. So trouble already here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 9.
Zebra! Hey, easy, easy! Hey, give me radar.
Stafford. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. But when this ball's tipped and intercepted. Sean Davis with a pick. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line. He's going through a rough patch throwing the football. 4 interceptions in that loss last week. Opening drive starts the game with a pick here.
But we did spend time with the head coach and the offensive coordinator and asked him, what did you see on tape? What did you see on film? And they talked about mechanics, making sure that he gets his feet underneath him, doesn't overstride, does a better job taking care of the football. And I think they're shocked as anyone to see the first one of the game here in this one.
Yeah, he needs to start heeding their advice. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short. On 2nd down now, it's Gibson. He'll get the first down and more inside the 20. And he's going to get it all the way down to the 10-yard line. 23 yards the pickup there. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. They'll try the left side. Gibson, and he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. A 10-yard touchdown run as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter.
Brandon, my man, just one sentence for that one. Clinic.
And that's what they've done. They lead the league in points per game this season, but it's been quick strikeability as we saw on that drive.
I think they're actually intimidating defenses because they're back on their heels right away, wondering where it's going to come from, how they're going to hit them. This group is well organized, well coached, and extremely confident in what they do.
Stafford and the Lions now have it 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They'll try the left side. Swift. He'll have a first down past the 40 and all the way up to the 46. That's good for 21 yards and a first down.
That outside handoff to the left, that play has to warm the heart of an offensive line coach because they controlled the left side where they were supposed to. They didn't allow anything to leak from the backside on the right side of the offensive line either. Well played.
Yeah, and it created a big run. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. Plays like we just saw there, that's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down. And this passing game's whole offense really didn't show up in the loss last week, and it hasn't started all that great here either.
Yeah, and they can't let that incompletion become an uh-oh moment. Like, oh boy, here we go again, just like last week. Each game is its own entity, treated as such.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Out of the gun, Stafford. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Montez Sweat make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
I spent a lot of extra time preparing for this game watching this offensive line because they gave up 5 sacks last week in their loss. They just gave up another one now. They don't seem to be working together as a cohesive unit. Right? 4 guys might have it right, but the 5th guy is giving something up. They've got to find a way to all get on the same page.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're first place in their division. Looking good, looking to be a threat come January.
And let's think about what every team has in their goals, all right? Number 1 goal is what? Make the playoffs. Number 2 goal is win your division. Number 3 goal, and the biggest goal, I think, is to be the highest seed possible that you can be heading into the playoffs so that you can have as many home games as possible to try and get you to the Super Bowl.
And right now fighting for every win possible to try to at least secure home field for the wild card and or divisional round. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Now a give, right side. It's Gibson. Give him 6 yards on the carry. It's going to be 3rd and 3 now. On 3rd down, Gibson. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
And this will be up to the ruling of the side judge here. He says it crossed out of bounds at the 16-yard line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And to be frank, they're just in a tough spot. It's only November, already eliminated from playoff contention. I know their fan base doesn't want to hear that, but that's the case. What are they fighting for now going forward?
You know exactly what they're fighting for. Is that word that some people don't want to hear, but it's pride.
Draft. Oh, okay. I was going to go draft, but pride's better, right?
You know something? You're right, because that's part of it, but that's 2 different mindsets. That's front office mindset, draft position, where are we going to be and what do we need to get? And then the players and the coaching staff right now, pride. Can they win some games and feel better about themselves despite the fact they have no shot at the playoffs?
You got tight. You got tight. You got tight right there.
On 2nd down, Swift looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and now they're faced with a 3rd and 1. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. On 3rd down, Swift. And he's able to pick up the first down here before he goes down at the 26. He needed a yard. That's what he got, and it's going to earn him a new set of downs.
Ready. Got a 20. 50. Easy alert. Check. 11. Hey, motion. Both sevens and Mike. Hey, Red. Hey, let's get that ball, D. Let's get that ball. Good on.
On 1st and 10, Stafford. Open man, he's got him, the tight end, Hockenson. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down.
And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
On 2nd down now, Swift. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. They'll wind up losing 3, and now it's 3rd down.
We think, Brandon, I like the intensity this defense is showing right here in these first few drives. They're not just holding the line because they're doing their job, but they're doing more than that, aren't they? They're getting a nice push into the offensive backfield.
And a great example right there for the loss on the tackle. The Lions on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 9.
Alert.
From the gun, here's Stafford. That's going to be caught by Richardson. 1st down, Detroit, 16 yards on the pickup.
A gain of 16 yards.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
All day, every day.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And this one's going to go the wrong way, losing yardage back at the 42. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down.
47's the mic. And we're pretty quiet, D. We're pretty quiet.
On 2nd and 11 now. Stafford. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back. Complete. A gain of 8 there on the 8th play of the drive.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
The Lions on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. They'll try and run for it. Here's Johnson. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. 15 yards for the Lions there on a 1st down.
That's quite a spot there for his first carry of the game, but obviously they had plenty of faith in him, didn't they?
No question about it. And here, why not go with the fresh legs? Able to push forward, pick up that first. Now it's Stafford. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 1st down, Detroit. 16 yards on the pickup.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. They're really not.
Under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31. Khalil Mack in there to take him down on what will take us to the 2-minute warning. Sacks a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long.
32.
Throwing is Stafford. There goes a deep ball. And that's going to be intercepted. Landon Collins, the Pro Bowl safety. They set themselves behind the chains, trying to get it all back in one play, and it backfired.
Didn't it feel like a pitcher working his way into a 3-0 count, right? You're behind. What do your coaches always tell you? Get it back one pitch at a time. In this case, they tried to get it back right away, and it didn't work out.
It's a 1st down for the Redskins on a pickup of 11.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. They'll try the left side. Gibson. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. Now Washington going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. It'll be Love to try and get the first. He's got a first down and then some inside the 40. 17 yards that time and a Washington first. Although his reputation as a speedy runner precedes him, it's always fun to watch him work.
It is eye-opening, isn't it? Because when you see him get the ball and just go, in addition to that speed, it helps out his blockers. They don't have to hold blocks for long because he's just going to speed right past them.
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. Right back to him on first down. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. A great play there with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Redskins are able to stretch the lead out further. A good hold in these wet conditions. The point after is up and good, and it's now 14-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That's fielded in the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line.
Let's go.
The Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They've had a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points get that 0 off the board. On 2nd and 11 now. Stafford. Catch is made by Hockenson, the tight end. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime.
First down, Detroit.
On first down, a running play ends up going backwards as he won't get close to the line of scrimmage. In fact, he's going to lose 4 yards.
The tackle made back at the 39-yard line.
And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half. On 2nd down, Swift. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half.
All day, baby. Let's go. Let's go.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might. Touchdown, Washington! A great effort there. 75 yards. And the Redskins are able to stretch the lead out further. Still plenty of time left in the game, but now starting to pull away a little bit. Get some breathing room with that one.
And I don't want people to think that NFL locker rooms are cookie cutter, that everyone's saying the exact same thing in every situation. But I do know that all 32 teams have an emphasis on starting fast. Game, second half, no matter what. Whether it's first 5 minutes, first 3, whatever. This was a big score to start the second half.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger. But no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. A shotgun snap for Stafford. Out to the left there and complete to the tight end, Hawkinson. That throw good for 4. It's second down. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Now they'll run on the draw. And he's got it across the midfield stripe and into Washington territory. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2. Stafford down to throw. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49.
Hey, 22! Hey, 50! 40 got! 40 got! Hey, high 7! Hey! Oh, you got deep? Hey, check, Mike!
They are going to go for it. It's Stafford. Pressure from his right, and he goes down hard, flat on his back. Khalil Mack. And the Redskins will take control of the football in great field position. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They'll try the left side. It's Gibson. It's a first down for the Redskins on a pickup of 11.
And that's the big fella's MO right there. Running through tackles, keeping the sticks moving forward. This defense, if you don't bring 11 guys to the ball to try and get him on the ground, he's going to keep making runs like that. I feel the press box shaking every time he touches the rock.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. Now before this second down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. On second down now, it's Gibson. He's got the first down inside the 10 and finally wrestled down at the 8-yard line. Mark that as a gain of 16 to set him up 1st and goal. They'll try the left side. Gibson. And he's going to bull his way down to about the 1-yard line. It's a good pickup of 7 yards, and now they're looking at 2nd and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Call that a loss of 5 yards on the play. And that is going to set up 3rd and goal.
Check, 55, Mike. That's right, baby. They don't want it. Check 3, they go.
They'll try the left side. It's Gibson, and he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Redskins. A 5-yard touchdown run. And the Redskins are able to stretch the lead out further. And that rushing touchdown is 4th, puts him just 1 shy of the NFL record in a single game.
And we all know he would love to get to that record and even beyond it. But he doesn't need to in order to impress in this one, does he? What a performance. What an absolute great game that he's had here in this one.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
47's the mic. 47's the mic.
Throwing on 3rd down, Stafford. Complete. Richardson has it. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. An excellent pickup of 20 yards. Stafford on 1st down. Sliding out of the pocket. That'll be taken in there by Kenny Galladay. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion.
250.
On 2nd down, Swift. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. A gain of just a yard, but it's a 1st down. On 1st down, Stafford here. Open man is Galladay, complete. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. Able to get 7 on that 1st down pass play. 2nd and 3. Now a handoff here to his running back. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. Back now at FedEx Field. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. The Lions on 3rd down. They've had good success, 5 for 8 to this point. This will be 3rd and 6. He'll get this one to Galladay. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And that'll bring up 4th down. And the 12-year veteran knocks it right through. And high fives for that one as that drive ends in 3. Well, it's a Pyrrhic victory at best, but, Charles, no team wants to get shut out, so it's hard to blame them for taking the 3 there.
You can't blame them one bit. It hasn't been the best performance, that's for darn sure. But there is something to be said for fighting to avoid the goose egg, and they're at least trying to finish out strong.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. We find ourselves here in the midst of a one-sided affair. A lot of fill time down the stretch, Mr. Davis.
So we could talk about food because that is something that you and I enjoy. We enjoy our time at the table. So maybe the best steakhouses in the city, but in all seriousness, the performances that we've seen this year, we've seen a bunch of great ones. And it's going to be hard to parse who's going to win the MVP.
Yeah, it really is.
Is it going to be a runner? Is it going to be a thrower? Can a defender finally win it this season? Those are the things that we could probably discuss.
And collectively, this is about as dominant of a performance as you could have hoped for on both sides of the football.
Might have to put it number 1 for what we've seen this season.
So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line. They'll try the left side. It's Gibson. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. On 2nd down now, it's Gibson, and this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
The Redskins on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. On 3rd down, here's Love. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Brandon, when a defense just simply can't get off the field on third down, we all know how important that down is for both sides of the ball. You often feel like you're just a step behind whatever they're doing offensively.
And one of the differences in this game, no doubt, third down conversion, and that is going to be a story they'll talk about after this one. They'll keep it on the ground. Gibson, and he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. Taking it in from 7 yards away as his guys continue to pour it on.
There's no doubt in my mind.
And do you hear that? Do you hear the...
It's not scales, right? I don't hear scales. Do I actually hear a tune being warbled?
I think the fat lady's humming.
Yeah, she's doing more than humming. She's belting it out right now.
She's full bore.
Yeah, this thing is flat out finished.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And after the field goal last time, let's see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I've never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them want it to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you've met fan bases that wanted that. They weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long.
Stay 50, stay 50.
Operating from the gun, Stafford. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he's going to get this to about the 20, but that is well short of what he needed. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th.
It's 4th down.
47's the mic. 47's the mic. 21. Strip that ball. 47's the mic. 47's the mic. Yeah. Hey, Delta. Check. It's just me and you. It's just me and you.
And this winds up a disaster, nowhere near the marker. The Lions turned away on 4th down. And now, boy, the ball's going to go over on downs here inside the 10-yard line. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. And for them, this train, it just keeps rolling, doesn't it? Well on their way to yet another victory.
Yeah, it's almost a runaway, isn't it? And you just wonder how anyone could stop this. They got full momentum going, full confidence going. But it's not just their own confidence that's leading them. It's the lack of confidence against their opponents now because they see them coming and think, we've got no shot to beat this team.
And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. So the Lions in possession of the football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down. Here's a run on 1st down that doesn't accomplish anything. In fact, he's going to be tackled behind the line for a loss of 1. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and it'll be 2nd and 11. After the run, now Stafford going to throw. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. That one covers 24 yards. It's a 1st down. Offense for them has been at a premium. You wonder where plays like that have been all game long.
They're thinking the exact same thing themselves, but they're also looking forward now because now these plays are really for next week, trying to get some momentum going.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. To throw on 3rd down. Stafford escaping the pressure right. And it's going to be incomplete. He was able to catch it there on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. And it's going to bring up 4th down. Stafford will stay out there. He'll lead his guys up to go for it on 4th down.
47's the mic. 47's the mic.
Here we go on 4th. Stafford. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Ronald Darby. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. That is now 7 interceptions between last week and this week. 3 in this game, 4 a week ago.
And I saw the head coach write on his play sheet, make a little note. I hope he's writing self-scout. Bring in the guys that scout games for you with a dip.
It's a foot race. He's at the 50, the 30, 20. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. I tell you, Charles, you play to the final whistle, I get that. But there are a few folks that might not be too happy with that score late in the game with it already well in hand.
You seem a little squeamish about that last score.
I struggle with it. I struggle. But on the other, the argument, I get it, on the other side is, hey, do something about it. Stop them.
I guarantee you, I know who was really excited. Fantasy owners who had them. Hey, listen, get the points for me. They're not worried about hurt feelings or anything like that. That's just new age stuff.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in a game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.